Hi, this is Barbara at Fantastic Cats Cat Grooming in Baronia Pets. This is just a quick one for the cat people out there. If you've got a long-haired cat, especially Persians, chinchillas, any of the long-haired ones, Siberians, then you'll probably be looking to get some grooming done at some stage. But at home, if you're starting to get to a point where your cat's getting a little bit matty, and even mine, even though I do brush him fairly often, the fact is he's a Persian, he's got long hair, he's got tufts of hair just floating out, and I just took this fairly large mat underneath his chin. You'll find these sort of things happening. Sorry, I'll just put that way up there. So that's a little mat that's formed just because it was underneath his collar. So if you're going to do a bit of brushing and combing at home, I would recommend you take the collar off first. And as I say, this is just a quickie one. If you've got a slicker brush like this, where you've got the little pins, have one of those, and some sort of metal comb. This one's got the rotating teeth. This is quite a good one for him, I found. You do have to try different ones to find the one that works for your cat. But yeah, all you need to do is just sit him down somewhere comfortable, and basically a little scruff behind the neck just to keep him steady. But I'm just going to go from the middle of his head, just going to go behind the ears there. I might bring that closer just so you can see a bit easier. Hi Angus, this is Angus. He's a blue Persian. He's about 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old. So just from the middle of his head, going to pull that hair to the sides. If you find that the hair isn't all coming off, that's fine. This is just to break it up with the comb, and you do that quite a bit. Round the collar line, just lift his chin up and go under there. Usually they really like being brushed under here. All that floof coming off. So do this as much as you can, as long as the cat will allow. If he wants to go away, I just stop and let him go away. Once you've got some of that hair loosened up, again, just a light scruff behind the back of the neck there. I'm not pulling hard. It's just to keep him in one place. Take the slicker brush and just follow up where you've combed. So if you do that, you should be pulling all those hairs that you've just loosened up with the comb. Just using the slicker brush, you can see all the hair that's coming off here. So anybody that says cats don't need grooming doesn't have a Persian or a long-haired cat that has tufty hair. Oh, you like that? Yes, you do. It's essential if you want to avoid mats with this sort of cat. Even though he's grooming himself all day, he still needs to be helped with a brush and comb just to make sure. I'm trying to go under their legs. Some people find it hard to get under here. Just hold the leg forward, give him a little tickle. You should be able to get under there, under the arms. Sometimes they'll resist a little bit, and then you just try and find another way around it. But again, you can see how much hair's coming off there, and just take your comb and pull that off. This is all hair that would end up in his stomach because he's grooming himself. That's the only place for it to go, is down the gullet. So we don't want him getting hairballs and coughing them up all over the house. So just as much as you can, about 5 minutes every couple of days would probably be enough to help the cat. As I say, just lift him up there, go on the other side, lift up there. Don't forget to go down the legs, especially on Persians. They do tend to get very tufty legs, a bit like the British Blues or British Shorthairs. So you do want to make sure you do brush up the legs as well. You can see how much hair's coming off. I'd probably work on him for about 10 minutes just to make sure I'm getting as much hair off as possible. So he's not eating all that hair, and it's also not going on my furniture. So I'd much rather it was in the bin. Yes, not so keen on the tail. So just go with the flow. If you can, lift up the back leg. I've got him in just here in the laundry. He's kind of in a corner, so it backs him up a little bit. I found a lot of Persians don't like their back feet being messed with, but you have to do it because they do get they do get a lot of knots back there. Again, just use your comb, go over him, pull up the hair so you can really start to pull it back down again. Is that right? All right. He's a good boy. Yes, you are. Now, just one other thing. I'll be back in just a sec. Okay. I use a sterile eye wash for my cat. Persians, exotics, this sort of cat with weepy eyes. You do need to make sure you're keeping on top of it. I just put some of that sterile eye wash on there and just gently wipe the debris away. Otherwise you'll end up with very crusty eyes, and they also shake their heads and all that staining ends up on your walls and floors. You see how icky it is, and Angus needs his eyes done probably twice a day to keep them clear. So something for you to do as well. When they've got icky eyes, sometimes worth just checking in the ears as well. His are clear, but if you've got some sort of ear cleaner for dirty ears, that's a good idea too. All right, so that's all we're going to say. Just try and keep, especially behind the ears, legs, under the armpits, and down the stomach. Yes, come here. Oh, he's going to roll now. Okay. Well, he's off. He's had enough. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Oop, and away. Bye.